Hi, living in Boulder vlog. It's March 24th, 2020, Tuesday, 10:49 a.m. I currently working on all of the Enlightenment books. I decided to go balls. Um, Before I was like, yo, I got to do all the books from classics. So I did Plutarch, and then I found out about pseudo Plutarch, which got a whole new book. And then I was like, fuck it. Let's just do all the Enlightenments because they postponed the Olympics and they're shutting down everything. And maybe this is going to, and people's are saying, like, we have the 2 week lockdown here in Boulder starting at 5 p.m. I gave my roommate $100 and wrote up this, like, really long, fancy ass supermarket list. So he's going to come back with some goodies, including beer for me. So, and then we ain't going to be going out. It's a lockdown until the 10th of April. 24th today, 5 p.m. until the 10th of April. So I guess enforceable too. So, wet buns. I had enough food in here to survive, but I wasn't going to survive in style. Probably better to survive in style. I got to start eating real cheap though these days. I got to go back to the canned vegetables because my money is going to dip to like a third or less or quarter or whatever. So at least I need to call them right after I do this video or later on. I'll call Synchrony Bank because I had to wait until the 23rd to call Synchrony Bank so that I don't have to pay my minimum $500 a month for my bike until the coronavirus is over. And then once the coronavirus is over, hopefully I'll be getting my money back. And yeah, I mean, lockdown and working. So I was like, fuck it. If this year is all out, then that's extra bonus for me for my website. So let's just go ahead do all of the Enlightenment books. I have always wanted to do the Enlightenment books, ever since the beginning, since I was a kid, I remember when I was a little kid, they'd be like the philosophers, and I'd be like, well, what do you mean? Are you talking about, like, I could never make a distinguish between the classic philosophers and the philosophers of the Enlightenment. Like, those are the philosophers. It's like two different time periods. You have Greek and Roman, and then you got, or mainly Greek, and then you got the guys who refer to them in the Enlightenment. So yeah, I always knew I wanted to put all the important Enlightenment books on my website. Especially the American ones because it's my country, and see that way. See, those guys are. It's like quantum locality. They're connected. They're married at the hip, even though they're separated by thousands of years. Because the Enlightenment philosophers reference the classic philosophers, and so all I have to do is once the book gets up on the internet, I can Control F, and then like Plato, and then I can just refer it, and that's good service for the world on the internet. But dude, when I build that, oh my god, that's the perfect technique to drill that stuff into my head. Like, that's the whole reason I'm building my website in the first place is if you build something, it's like drilling this knowledge into your head. And it's so yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm really gonna get smarter and all that. So, and a lot of these Enlightenment books are on the internet, organized very well, not all confusing and fucked up like how they do on Gutenberg. I don't know what the hell those guys are thinking. I had to get, I think I had to get one of the books I had to get Gutenberg. I think maybe all of the, I don't know, so whatever. But yeah, most of them, they're on these various websites and they're organized well. So and they're not that big. And so you just and pop them in. I did Adam Smith, Wealth of Nations in like a half hour from beginning to end. And then I did Anti-Federalist Papers in like a half hour. And then I did Kant, what is enlightenment? But that's just one small article. So now I'm doing Rousseau, social contract, which is another one I'll be done with in just a couple of minutes. And yeah, I just want to power those out. I mean, God, I should have done this a long time ago. I don't know. I shouldn't don't say that, but hell, I definitely need to be doing it now because it's just so quick. It's like a half hour book and just just pop those bitches out. And then if once they're on my website, I can read them. Have my website read them to me, and then so that's more opportunity for me to learn. It's super exciting for me. So um, I am just gonna do the. Oh, but then there's one that's quite time consuming because it's one that's really Francis Bacon. He was kind of like the beginner of the Enlightenment in the 1600s, and there's this one that has this whole collection of them, and it's not organized well. I think it may be Gutenberg or something, and I was thinking about maybe getting all those. That'll be time consuming, but if I get all these ones, hell, I'll be done with all that today. And then I could like get back the free audio history books on my website. Yeah, and I actually did download a few more of the colonial ones, like Thomas Paine. Oh yeah, maybe I'll get more Thomas Paine on my website too. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I would like to do a full, thorough, collection from the Americans, of colonial times, because that's my country. But uh, but yeah, I really do want to or finish organizing the free audio history books files on my external, and then do the pages on my site, because because I think I'm going to do the pages on my free audio history books first before I go to all the books on my website and connect all of the different philosophers together. Because I've been working on that forever, longer than my books on my website, and I just want to get that over with. I've been working on that since 2013. That's 7 years. I mean, I don't like letting 7 years go by from beginning until the end of something. So, but now that if I'm taking a whole year off now, dang, that means I could do everything. Like I could go back on the Google Earthing of Rome. Like I'm really dang close to finishing Google Earthing of Rome. All I have to do is I'm almost the only thing I have to do, I think, to finish Region 6 is Basil of Diocletian, and I'm almost done with that. And then and then I trace the Church of San Giovanni, which is in Region 6, and then that's not so long, I don't think. And then it's Region 9, and just some touch ups on those for maybe. So I figured 3 more weeks or a month, and then I can do the videos. So the Zwift style YouTube videos of Rome. So and then I could just do all the other stuff too, like the kingdoms and all of Rome throughout history. So the city and the country. So yeah, just keep going. So yeah, that's what I'm up to now. I haven't really been listening to that much today. I was doing a little bit of Plutarch yesterday. So yeah, I'm gonna be going on to Plutarch here. And listen to those over and over again. Okay, so peace out. Talk to you tomorrow.